My name is Carrie Grain. Welcome to my channel. I hope you stay. This is where I talk about cross stitch, a little bit of knitting. I do a bunch of crafty things. I usually stick mostly to cross stitch. Obviously, I've got like a sewing thing back here. You know, we're not talking about her today. She's in timeout. But I have my monthly update for y'all. May has been a real one. We loved her. We enjoyed her, and you know, she's moving on, and we are too, and that's okay. So so I'm gonna start with finishes. I actually have a stupid amount of gift finishes. I think this is what I just do when I'm stressed. I start and I stitch. Last month had a stupid amount of stitching as well, just not gift knitting, but this month it was the gift knitting. My first finish was an FFO, and I don't have it here because I've gifted it already, but this is my rendition of, let's assume I'm right, and I got the pattern from Cubicle Cross Stitches on Etsy. She stitched on 32 count, 1/1, full cross, with just kind of whatever I had. It's not even DMC floss, actually. It's something else. And the floral outside thing, I just kind of made it up as I went, because I looked at the pattern for it and I was like, I don't want to carry my threads, I don't want to pick all those colors, so I picked 2 colors and I did some backstitch and some other stitches. So beautiful, lovely. The recipient loved it. That was fun. My other finish was, yeah, my next finish is not a fully finish, but it's also a gift. This is, look at her. This is Until We're Dust by the Night Spirit Studios. I did this on 18 count black Aida. Obviously I added some words here and random words here, the name of the people. This is actually a wedding sampler for some of my friends who are just, you know, I didn't think they would like a normal wedding sampler. I felt like this was more them. So if you see where I'm missing stitches, no you don't see that. And if you see my funky flower, you also don't see that, but they're so cute. This was like 17,000 stitches. I was like so done with it, and then I was almost done and I was like, actually it's kind of cute, and then I was so done with it, and then it was done and I was so happy it was done, so it all worked out. My next finish I have also gifted already. This is a combination of, I'm calling it best AED ever. Here's a picture of the fully finish. This is a combination of letters from Lord Lipidon. He's got, the Lord has as many free letter patterns. And I also stole that little flower motif from, not stole, I have the pattern from Bluebird Sampler by Vintage Tulip Design. I stitched this on 32 count mystery thrift store linen, same as the other gift, 1/1 full cross. It was also appreciated. It's funny because AED stands for Area Extension Director, and one of our colleagues in the area was voluntold to pick up this position on top of their original position, and they finally got the chance to step back from that, and they did a great job. They were wonderful, but they never want it again because it was very overwhelming. So every time we were like, oh my god, you're such a good AED, they'd be like, no, please, no, don't say that to anybody, because I'm not, you actually don't want me here, because I don't want to be here. So it was kind of a joke, because it's like, they were really good at like, I don't know, they were good, but they don't want to be, so it's just funny. My next finish is not a fully finish. It's on the same fabric because I've decided that this piece of fabric will be the next piece that I use up. This I chose because it was my WIPCO call. I had to do one gift, but I'm trying to consider those like gifts, Christmas gifts, because the point of having them on the WIPCO board is for them to be Christmas gifts, so I'm not stressed in December. But also, if I didn't finish a Christmas gift, it would have been okay. This is Happy Snowman. He's so happy. Happy Snowman. He is, this was a freebie from a Shepherd's Bush. 1/1, again, on 32 count. And I just kind of used floss that I had. So it doesn't look like it's supposed to, but I like it. So, and it's so tiny. It's so cute and tiny. So that was one of my finishes. The next one I had, oh my god, they keep coming. I did so good this month. Not on like my big projects that I really want progress on, but like, holy cow. I just like rolled out a bunch of small projects. This is jam. The next one, I'm counting these as separate finishes, but I got this one pattern called Happy Frogs, Happy Frog, by Cross Stitch For You. I got it on Etsy. So cute. Aren't they so cute? Oh my god. So these are going to be, I'm going to stitch either one of each or some combination of them, and they're going to be gifts for my office mates. Christmas gifts. So this was the first one I did. I call him Rainy Frog. Isn't he cute? Isn't she so cute? Oh yeah, this is 1/1 tent stitch, because I was like, why am I doing, because I did math and I was like, oh, this is 40 count. It's not 40 count, it's 32 count. So I was like, why am I doing full cross on 40 count? Again, it's not 40 count, it's 32 count. And I figured that out. I don't know how well you can see through it. You can see through his eyes, right? I was like, this doesn't look like 40 count coverage as I was stitching this 10 stitch. And I measured again, and it is not 40 count. So, mostly the called for colors. The tummy is a different color. The blues and the red are just random. The pink is just random. I'm just, you know, I use what I have, and I'm not stressing about what I don't have. So the other little froggy I finished, I call this one Sprout. Hello Sprout. Oh, he's so cute. Look at his little snail friend. So again, same situation. The greens are mostly called for, the tummy is a little different, the pinks, the reds, the browns, I don't know what they are, but I have some of them. So, adorableness, absolute adorableness. This one had a counting error somewhere, and I just fudged it. It's a round frog. Nobody will know that he's like a little bit, you know, this is more of a curved edge than it was gonna be. And I don't even know what issue was happening here, but you can't tell. I can't tell. And I stitched it, so whatever. So those are my finishes. Like I said, I am just determined for some reason to fill up this little This little piece of fabric. This I sewed on to try and make it fit in the hoop easier, and I actually had pieces around the top and the other side, but you know, I put it in the hoop and it just automatically immediately separated. So I don't know. So I guess I just have to not have a tight hoop, and that's fine, and I can live with that. I think I can live with that. So I'm gonna fit as many frogs as I can on this, and then I'll take them out and fully finish them. Oh, they look so cute from far away and from close up. Ah. Just like death by cuteness. Just death by cuteness. So, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So those are my finishes. Yep, just gifties. I'm trying to be good at gifting this year. And I'm trying to save money, so I'm trying to make gifts instead of buy them. You know how it is. Yeah, and it means more when they're made. You know. What can I say? So my whips are mostly the same. My full coverages, that doesn't really change here, folks. I want to work on them all the time, but I can't. So I work on them all some of the time. At least this month I worked on them all. I'm going to start with Amongst the Tulips. This is artwork by Irina Garmashova, designed by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm stitching it on 28 count, 1/1 full cross. This is where it was last time. Beautiful, stunning, lovely, gorgeous. And here it is now. I don't even remember where I was last time, because I did this in the middle of the month and time is an illusion. But look at that purple flower. I've given up on those little squares. I love looking at those little perfect little squares that go in, you know, the diagonal. You can see the last hard edge I had right here. I say that like I'm sad. It's not really actually that sad. But, you know, I just can't do it. And I gave up on the squares, and it turns out that, you know, you stitch way faster when you don't park. You just make more mistakes when you don't park. So, pros and cons, pros and cons. They're all purples and pinks, though. So, really, how bad can a miscount be? But I think once I'm done with this, and I go back up to the top, I'm going to get some sort of filament and grid the fabric, so then I can just freely do whatever I want. But she looks so stunning. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I got 1,020 stitches on this project. She is now at 23.95%. I don't remember what she was last time, but now she's 23.895%. And yeah, maybe by the end of next month this will be filled in and I'll be starting at the top. I can't stand like the top start. Like, that's the hardest part. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna be like, I love it so much, I want to keep going, but I really, well, I mean, I guess I do have a couple threads to get me started up there, but whatever. I'm loving her. She's gorgeous. She's stunning. This is my Start All the Hate September, first Start All the Hate September of 2022, maybe, with Kaylee cross stitch. And she's ahead of me on this because this is the one we are stitching the same of, but you know, C'est la vie. It's all good. It's all good. I'm having a great time. This is my first full coverage ever. It's fine. My next project I'm going to show you is Kakomu. Here's what it will look like when it's finished. This is artwork by Margaret Morales, designed by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm stitching this on 28 count pre-printed fabric, 1/1 full cross DMC, all that good stuff. Here's where it was last time. And here's where it is now. Hello! Can you see that there are also no more straight lines here? Ah, my goodness, I can't see and show you this at the same time. How the heck am I gonna do this? So here we are. I got 1,783 stitches on this project. I'm now at 7.17%. My goal for the year was to do 10,000 total stitches and get it to 8%. So holy cow, I am almost there. If you guys watch Jen the Caffeinated Crafter, who does two diagonals, I'm switching to 2 diagonals. My last diagonal here was a 30 stitch wide diagonal because I made the switch. I was going 10 by 10 stitch diagonals, and then I turned on the 20. God, you know, anyway, it was 30, now it's 40 stitch wide diagonal, and it's so wide that it is very hard to stay within those boundaries. 30 I think was a good spot. I liked 30. 40 is just too big to stick to the diagonal lines. But you know, maybe I don't need diagonal lines. I don't know. I'm just here. Do I make mistakes? Oh my god, I keep finding mistakes. But you know, can you really tell? No. Easily, no way to tell. And you can't see, but there's so much Krynic right here. Can you see? I don't know. I can't see. I can't see. And I'm losing my needles here. Guys, don't tell Josh, but I was on the couch and I was like getting comfy and I was like, oh, what's that poking me? It was a needle in the couch that I had lost a while ago. But I found it, so no problems. It's all good. It's all good. So she has been like my... Kakomu has been like my go-to. I mean, she's my biggest project. She's like 242,000 stitches. That's a lot. So she's been my go-to. My next full coverage project is Mermaid. This is charted by Stitches So Beautiful. Artwork by Passy Art, P-A-S-S-Y. I couldn't tell you where they are. This is what it will look like. And this is where it looked like, what it looked like last time. Oh my goodness, I'm just tossing things. Just tossing things. This is stitched on 32 count. 2/1/10 stitch. Is it bulky? Oh yes. Oh yes it is. Is it gorgeous? Oh yes. Yes it is. Look at all my oh, I have no care in the world for carrying on this fabric. I mean, 10 stitches is like 1/3 of an inch, right? That's what 32 stitches per inch, so it's like 1/3 of an inch. So like I can carry my threads for an inch. I can carry my threads for 30 stitches. That's fine. Oh my god, it's looking so pretty. Oh my god, it's looking so pretty. There's like no black in this project. It's all 939. And I'm working on filling it in up here. this is gonna be a lot of 939 here. But I am using what I think is the typewriter method, where I'm looking at a 10 by 10 diagonal, right? 10, not 10 by 10, 10 stitch wide diagonal. As you can see, this diagonal line here. And whatever's on the top left, whatever stitch is the topmost and the leftmost, I pick that color and I go either within the diagonal or until I have no thread left. There are some instances, like I can only show you from the back. So this, I started it here and I ended it here because I was like, I'm done with this thread, but I'm not gonna put it back. So I'm just gonna figure out where it goes next. If it's too far to carry, it's too far to carry. I won't carry it. I'll just restart it. We're good to go. So, oh my god, I love her. Oh my god, I love her. I've been dying to get back to this one, actually. I wanted to get to 2,000 stitches on Kekomu, but I didn't because I'm really tired. And then I was gonna switch back to this. This, I got 1,091 stitches, and it is at 5.78%. I love how you can already see things. I love just, you know, one flower. This is so, you can feel the texture because it's so, each like petal has the confetti, so it's so thick. Another flower coming in. It's just gonna be gorgeous. I could look at this forever. I could look at this forever. Sorry. I'm just gonna pose. Hi. Oh god. Oh no. Let's not pose like weirdly, okay? Okay. So that's my mermaid. Lovely. Lovely. The center of the whole chart is like around here. And I was like, I'm in the center. Wow, I'm in the middle. I made it. I lost all kinds of things from this bag. I hope I didn't need those things that I flung out of it. Guys, I was at like a little market thing today, and I totally thought I found more of this blue fabric. It is not the same as this. I guess it just gives the same vibes. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. And I did work on what I call my green dragons. They're not both dragons. It's a dragon and a griffin or something. Technically, it's sampler 63. I finally looked it up, guys. Are you proud of me? I finally looked it up. Designed by 2x2 stitch art. I did like 200 stitches. It's a goal to get it done this year. It's a potential Christmas gift. We'll see. We'll see. It's my oldest project right now. I started it in 2020. It took me less time to get a master's degree than it has taken me to finish this project because I started it around the time I started my master's degree. Isn't that really funny? I actually love, now I really never want to finish it because that's just a funny joke. Anyway. I mean, it'll still work. It'll still work if I finish it. Plans. I want to have a new start. I want to have a new start. Maybe 2 new starts. Maybe 2 new starts that look really similar. That are big. You know, maybe it'll be good. So I want to start Theodorus that looks like this. Artwork by Michelle Sayeta. charted by Haid. She is, Theodorus would be my largest, but I want to stitch them on 32 count, 1/1/1/1/10 with CXC. I found a place to get CXC. Oh, let me like link them. Let me tell you who they are, because I've been chatting with this seller, and Sophie is so sweet. Okay. I got it from Naughty Unicorn. Oh, you can't read that. I keep trying to show you my phone. Naughty Unicorn Crafts on Etsy. I have to wait for the CXC threads. The other thing I want to start with the same setup, also added those CXC threads to the order, because I was like, I've got like 20 more threads I can get in this order, because, you know, they come in bundles. And that's perfect for this pattern. This is Witch Mouse. You can find it at AGV Baby on Etsy. Isn't it so cute? And they're the same, but they're so different, but they're so the same. But I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. This was much smaller. It's only 20,000 stitches. Only 20,000 stitches, so it should be fine. Anyway, here's my Whipco board. Do you see my stars? Ah! I've never kept, I mean, this is the second time I've tried Whipco, and the first time I only did the first month, and now I have so many stars. I did not finish the chemise. You can see it right there. My chemise, I did not work on her. That one was called but not finished, but all the other ones are called and finished. This June, one gift was called and Josh socks were called. So you can also see the yarn that I got for Josh's socks here. It's yeah. I pulled it out of my stash. Do you see how much yarn I have in here? I do not need any more yarn. I also have yarn in front of me. I cannot stop, but I'm really trying to stop. So my June goals. I never showed you my May goals. So my May goals are mostly start too. Anyway, my June goals. You can't read this. I have a sewing project I want to work on. It's a dress. It's not that dress. It's a different dress. I've got a lot of projects going on. 2 more little froggies, because those are Christmas gifts, and that will count for my Whipco board. I want to start Theodorus. Ah, Theodorus. I would like to start you. I'd like to put 1,000 stitches on all of my full coverages, including Theodorus, and work on Josh's socks. It's barely anything. Did I tell you I might move next month? It's barely anything. Psychotic. I also scheduled to teach in the evening on my birthday. Why did I do that? Why do I do these things? I made plans with somebody this week, and while I was making the plans, I was like, I'm really tired right now, and we're making plans for tomorrow, and I'll probably be just as tired, if not more tired. I probably shouldn't be making plans as I was actively doing it. Yeah, I did cancel those plans. Yeah, I do feel bad about it, but like, I couldn't not. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. You know when you're tired but you can't sleep? I hate that. Anyway, that's all my cross stitch. Would you like to hear about knitting? Okay, guys, I understand. Just for like 2 minutes. All right, I'll time myself. Okay, go. This is my Luna tee. She's done. I don't think I put her on since I've cast her off. But, oh, I have a stitch marker in her still. I finally finished her. I was so done because this is wool and it is not cold anymore. But I finished her. I've also been working on, oh, the cat is here. Hi, lady. This is the Moon Crush tank by Jacqueline something on Ravelry. I am stitching it off gauge, so I like redid the chart for myself. And this is the front panel. Obviously it's curled in at the edges, but that's where, you know, the armhole decreases are, and she's gonna be a cute tank. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Cool vibes, you know, chill, cool vibes. Is it wool? Yes. But it's like merino superwash. I think it does have nylon in it, but that doesn't help with the temperatures. Anyway, that one. Oh, and this is the ostrich kerchief by somebody on Ravelry. I'm not sure. It's a free pattern, so if you feel like doing it, look up the ostrich kerchief theme bobber. This is a scrappy project. I am using, what was this? This was Knit Hawthorn Eucalyptus. I think on the bottom I made socks and a top with that. This is Uru Sock Yarn Twinkle Toes, maybe. It's got some shininess to it. It's got like a sparklina thing in there. Does it look like can you tell that I made a gradient? I started, I did a row of the new yarn, a row of the old, a new row of the new, row of the old. Anyway, and it has beads, and that's so pretty. How do I make this look pretty for you? I don't know. Is that pretty for you? Maybe. So, you know, this is the vision, right? This is the vision. I am over time. I'm sorry. I started to time myself and I got overtime. Am I done? Can I stop now? I would really like to. I know. I think I need to. Okay, tell me in the comments. How much farther do I need to go? It will block to be flatter. So, anyway, I look ridiculous. I'm being ridiculous, and I'm using E-glass beads that I got on clearance from Walmart in 2023. Clearance really isn't what it used to be, because these were originally $208 and they sold them to me for $150. That is just a sale. That's not clearance. Have you ever been to a clearance section in like a really ritzy place? Like Easton, Maryland? Their clearance section in Michael's is not a clearance section. That is a 1 cent off. Like, no. They just put a yellow sticker on it and they're like, you'll pay more. You'll pay this, right? You'll buy our garbage. I also have a couple swatches made. I want to make something with this. Isn't it pretty? 24/7 cotton. Don't mind this yarn for my other project on it. And I also want to make something with this. Look how pretty the purple is. And it's also sparkly. Guys. Oh, that's the back side of the thingy. Anyway. Does this look good on me? I don't know. Anyway. That's what I have. That's what I have. And that's all I need. I hope you enjoyed. I did too. I did. This was lovely. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you were working on something, let me know what it was. Stitching, or knitting or anything, because I mean, you know us. Who knows? Who knows? I was painting the other day. Don't let me do that. Um, uh, but I was doing that. You never know. You never know. The other night I couldn't sleep and I was like, you know, you see this? This is one of those like metal drawers with files for your boring shit. I was like, what if I put mosaic all over? And then what if I like mount, what if I replace the fronts of the cabinet drawers with wood that I make a new handle for? So, you know, you never know. You never know. So, thank you for being here. It's been lovely chatting with you. Thank you for sticking around for all my silliness and projects. I think they're cool. I hope you do too. And I'll catch you on the flippity flop, guys. Yeah.